What's up, guys, and welcome back to Minecraft Survival. As you can see, the danger hole has changed a bit, at least I think since the last time you guys saw me. I've moved the anvil over here. I have closed this off. There is still a path to go back there, but you have to dig these out and whatnot. I've got this all set up. I've fixed the roof. I don't know if I really like this design, but I'm sticking with it for now. And I've moved the area over there. It needed to be at least 17 blocks away, so it's now 17 blocks away. And I think just 17 blocks away. Like, I think it just barely makes it, but I can get as many skeletons in here as I want, and I'm just gonna go ahead and press the button. I've closed this off. The pulse lengthener is still back there, so when I hit this, it still comes out, still kills them. And I dug this out. That's so loud. I'm sorry for that. I dug this little alcove out to get potential drops like the chest, because sometimes they'll pick up the chest again, and when I kill the next one that grabs it, it doesn't drop it. So yeah, I do that for small ones. Most of the time, though, I let it get to about like 100 to 125, and then come in here and just run house on them. Ah, screw it. Where's my sword? Ooh, I got a really good bow out of that, or at least one that has a lot of durability left to it. Alright, so now I can show off the next thing I've done. I've moved the drops all the way down here. Don't be surprised, I brought the drops over from the Extreme Hills area too, so there's going to be a lot more bones than you would expect. In fact, about 3,456 in here, and close to that, well, not as close, well, a lot in here, and I've just made this whole row for bones and arrows. And there's more arrows than bones because I've used a lot of bones for bone meal, but yeah, this whole thing is dedicated to the bones and the arrows of the drops. And this whole thing is for punch one, is for the bows. Enchanted bows in the first box I've got, then regular bows, and I clean them up as I go, because if I didn't, I would have more bows in this world than I do blocks, which is ridiculous. Then over here I've got all the helmets, regular helmets, etc. and stuff like that. Chest plates. Apparently they love their golden pants because I have so much of these golden pants, it's ridiculous. And of course the boots. Haven't gotten any enchanted chain boots, but that's okay. And speaking of enchantments, the last thing I want to show you guys before we head on to what we're going to do today is something I didn't realize. You can get multiple enchantments on things. I don't know how rare it is. I got 3 in a row, but I haven't gotten any since. I've just been getting regular ones like Bane of Arthropods 4 and Punch 2. But yeah. Oh, I didn't want to hover over that one yet. Sorry. But right here we got a Sharpness 3 or Efficiency 4. They give you 3. It should be 3. It should be around 3 dissimilar attributes for an enchantment that you can put on a book. So they generally don't match well together, so you couldn't have efficiency and sharpness at the same time. So I could go efficiency 4 or sharpness 3 on something. Of course, that one's easy. Sharpness 3 is worthless, and efficiency 4 is awesome. Then over here we got actually a really hard one. Sharpness 4 or power 4. Don't know which way I would go on that one. And last but not least, I don't even care what the other two are. The other two, projectile protection, knockback 2, stupid. I got another Silk Touch book. That's all I got to say on that subject. Very, very happy about that. I forgot to put these things up. Put the bones in here, arrows in here, and do all this. You can already tell what we're going to be doing today by what's in my inventory, even though it's not too clean. And I need to put this sword up. Sometimes I just come in here and kill them, because it's easier that way. But we are going caving today, and I got more boots. Jeez. I'm gonna put my looting sword up. It's 0 durability, so if I use it one more time, it's gone. And I'm gonna grab a few things out of here. Where's my Silk Touch pick? And I should take my bow as well. And I think this is all I'm going to carry. I've got this shovel. It's not going to last very long. You know what? I wonder, how much would it cost to repair that? Do I have any iron tools? I have one iron shovel, and it's actually a decent amount of healing. So how much would it cost to heal my efficiency 2 shovel back up? 8, not bad. Alright, so now we have a shovel. Any more? I don't really need these levels, so I don't really care about using them. 10. 10, really? So close. Oh, there's a guy in there with chain. I love chain. So I hope to get chain. Anytime that it happens to be chain in there. And I did, I got a chain helmet. Yay! Alright, and I have enough to heal up my shovel a little bit more. Alright, but I'm gonna go put these things up and meet you guys over to where we're gonna start this off. Okay, I was gonna show something off, like a glitch, a graphical glitch, but it apparently has been fixed. I'm in the latest snapshot to where they have stained glass and stained glass panes, and I was messing around with the stained glass panes. I gave it the semi-transparent texture that I'd planned on giving glass, except for it's not supported. However, the new glass does support semi-transparent textures, and this is it. This is white stained glass, and I mean, it's not changing the game too much to change that, because it's white stained glass, so it's pretty much going to look like this anyway, but it looks all dingy. So I gave it the texture where the streaks have 25% opacity, and that looks fantastic. So much better. I might even drop that down to like 12.5% opacity or something like that. Half this, or yeah, but that's ridiculous. That looks so much better. Look at that view. But yeah, I was going to show off how there was a graphical glitch where the insides of this wouldn't show up. The edges would be there, but this would not. However, if you gave it a block update by like touching it, it would appear and then quickly go away. It was a weird glitch, to say the least. I'm going to put on this projectile protection suit, pretty much. Projectile protection, whatever. I just made it for this caving adventure because, well, I don't want to go into those caves completely unarmed. And I think I've got pretty much everything I need. So let's go ahead and get on down there. I haven't done too much in this area. I've put a staircase up here, which makes it a little bit dangerous since things can come down and kill me. But yeah, like I said, today's going to be a caving episode. And I generally don't like doing caving because I don't have a lot of things to talk about while caving. But the ever-growing popular Talky episodes, I believe is what Good calls his, the Talkies, gave me the idea to talk about something while doing it, like a story or something. But then I thought, stories aren't good unless they're, like they pop up randomly and then they tell this long story and it's great. So forcing stories wouldn't be good, but I think I've got a story that fits very well into this caving adventure. Where do I want to go down? Not here. Let's see if we can find a entrance somewhere besides back there. Though I don't think it's going to be possible. Let's head in down here. This seems to be, yeah. But the story I'm going to talk about is there was a pretty much like what turned me onto this game, and this wasn't dead end. What turned me onto this game and why I enjoy playing it so much, I mean, besides the fact that it is truly just an awesome game. But I used to play Legos all the time. And I had a buddy up the street, we played Legos and whatnot, and Legos are just great. And so this game pretty much was like, it's basically Legos. There was a really funny video I saw a while back of this guy who he posted a video about how he had to like hang out with his younger cousin or whatnot, and all his younger cousin wanted to do was play Legos, and he was like, "That's stupid. This is stupid. Playing with Legos is stupid." And then he went home and started playing Minecraft, and it was great. Or it was the other way around. Now that I think about it, I can't remember exactly how that video went, but I subscribed to that person, and then they didn't post anything for a while, which is probably what a lot of my newer subscribers are thinking about me, since I'm still working on getting the next Let's Play out. This cave didn't go anywhere. I think we are going to have to jump down into the hole. which I didn't want to do since I'm not wearing feather falling. Is there an entrance over here? I think there just might. Nope. Alright, so yeah, let's go jump down to that hole. But that's not the main appeal, really. I mean, it is being able to build, you know, like adventures and whatnot. Being able to build things that, you know, you want to build, that show off what you like and your style and creativity. Sorry, had a little yawn / burp there. But it was the idea of being able to use creativity to pretty much the max. So there was that, and there were a few games back in the past. I remember Blockland. It was specifically a crap. He was waiting for me. He was just waiting for me. Good thing I had my protection on. I got far enough away. Damn, look, already damaging that. I might use an unbreaking on one of my good suits of armor, like some of my diamond stuff, but not 100% sure yet. But yeah, there was this game called Blockland, and it was basically Minecraft but with Legos, but it was kind of weird. There were a lot of bugs with it, and you could mod it just like this, except for it wasn't too ultra popular. Like, I don't remember seeing anyone, I don't remember any of any of my other friends having the game or playing the game or anything like that. But I had it and played it. It was decently fun. A lot of restrictions unless you like installed mods and stuff like that. Fun game, but didn't last long, and that kind of turned me off to games like that because it was like none of them are going to be able to satisfy my need for creativity like that. And I mean, I'm not the most creative person, but I do enjoy having like building games like this. I think it's fantastic. All these caves have led me literally to dead ends. Literally, I wanted to explore the underside of this new area, and I've gotten literally nowhere so far. Let's hope this cave takes us somewhere interesting. And another dead end. Great. So I guess the next step would be to just start digging down in one of these caves to see if I can hit something. Unless there's any more cave openings, but I doubt there is. But, so I didn't play for a while. I guess we're gonna have, yep, let's jump down in here. Oh god, that was a lot further than I wanted it to be. But, yeah, back to that. There were a few other games that were fun to play, like Harvest Moon kind of gave you that thing where it was like you could do pretty much what you wanted, but it was very limited. And are you kidding me? Screw it. I'm just going to start digging around. Oh, that was perfect. Did not know that was going to be there. A lot of good it did me, though, because we're in another dead end. Stupid, stupid thing. Alright, let's get out of here. I mean, truly, every single one of these has led to a dead end. Yeah, Harvest Moon, I'm a big fan of the Harvest Moon games. I like getting to the point to where it's like literally everything is done. Like, you have just all the gold in the world, all the upgrades, full stable giving like the best produce like milk, eggs, wool, and all that stuff. Like, literally, there's nothing in the game left to do. It's all just end game stuff, which I've played Harvest Moon Friends of Mineral Town a few times, and recently I played it again just to see how fast I could get something I'd never gotten before, and that is every single tool in the game. And I'm talking like tools that no one had heard of, or not that no one had heard of, but there's like the original iron tools, and then the like silver or copper, silver or bronze, silver, gold, mistral, and then there were the cursed and the blessed tools, and like people talked about those. Like, everyone was like, yeah, you got to get these, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. They were very talked about. But then there was another level of tool that like no walkthrough had gone over, and they are called the mythic tools. And my ultimate goal was to get all the mythic tools, as well as the special tools like the teleport stone, stone of the god, and blah blah and all that stuff. There is one I have yet to get because it takes 40 in-year games or in-game years to get, and I don't want to have to just sit there and sleep the whole time. But I've gotten it before by doing just the method I told you, just sleeping all the time. But I did that for about a week straight. I played that game, got all the mythic tools and whatnot, and I gotta say, looking up at walkthroughs, I mean, like I said, no one talks about them because they're so ridiculously hard to get. And I think we're at another dead-end area as the sun sets here on this beautiful area. Oh look, we're up in the mountains still. We haven't gone down a single beat. That is really upsetting that I haven't found a cave. Guess I could go up in there. Give me an ender pearl. And since we're up so high, we're not going to find any good ores like gold. But yeah, there was that. But I've gone off on a tangent. So there were those games. Another really fun game that I like playing that gives a lot of creativity is Animal Crossing. But even there, it's still limited. And before Animal Crossing came into my life, there was a game that two of my friends I remember specifically playing. And it still exists. It's a game called Grail, or Grawl, I don't know how you pronounce it. I mean, it's still out there. I've been to the website in the past year to see if it existed. Like, something piqued my interest to see if it was still around. Graal. And like I said, two of my buddies played it. One of my buddies, one of them is actually in a band now, and the other one is also in a band, but like a rock star. Like, they have big hit singles and stuff like that. Nice guys. Definitely one of them's living the life of a rock star. I love him. I haven't seen the other one since he moved away right before I went to middle school. So I've just taken it on word from the other guy who I guess talked to him recently. But it's been years since I saw the other one. And it's like I would love to talk to him again, but I wouldn't know what to say because like I haven't talked to him in so long. But yeah, back to the game they were playing. It was a game called Grail, and it wasn't an MMORPG really. I mean, I guess kind of, but it was like an 8-bit game or 16-bit. It looked so much like what the hell is that? Is this grass all the way down here? That's weird. Oh, and I'm upset now. Oh, we made it all the way through the mountain onto the other side. Oh, this area sucks for caving. And it's dark out. There's creepers everywhere. Holy crap, there's so many creepers. Guess I'll just walk around the outside. Crap, get away. I guess I'll just walk around the outside to see if I can find anything. But yeah, like I said, it was Grail Online. It reminded me of a lot of A Link to the Past. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what they based all their sprites on. And it was a pay-to-play game. And there was a way you could play, like, trial. You could get a trial version, which was free, but you couldn't save your progress and all that stuff. And certain things weren't available, like event items or events you couldn't access unless you had a pay-to-play account and stuff like that. But, I managed to get by playing with the free-to-play account because there were people on there that would just, like, throw things around and be like, here, you want a ton of money? And they'd throw down, like, 300 gold and just, like, walk off. I guess I saw a lot of people quit that game and be like, here's my entire life savings, and then drop, like, 100 to, like, 200,000 gold on the ground, and people would swarm around trying to get this crap. Why can't I hit this crap? I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Please land me somewhere good. Oh, that was scary. Alright, but yeah, they would just shell out all the stuff they had, and yeah, sometimes I got to buy cool things, but once I exited the game, it erased my save data because, well, I didn't have any because I was doing a free play version and then you couldn't save. But holy crap, there's a cow in this tree. Sorry, cow, shouldn't have been in the tree. But yeah, back to the whole free play thing. I managed to get around with there because I'm pretty sure out of everyone on the server that I played on, which was Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. If I saw the list of things, I think it was Unholy Nation is the server I played on, which was the most popular one. There was 3 different levels of swords, and I'm pretty sure I was the one able to get the swords the fastest in the game, because since it reset everything every time, I would just go get the swords and be able to hold myself off against some of the other players. Because once you left like specific towns, or if you were in specific towns, you couldn't hurt each other, but once you left the area of those towns, I mean, people would just kill you and call you a noob and all that stuff, and it was really funny, because I'd played for like a year, so I wasn't a noob, but I just didn't have any save data because I didn't have any money. But, yeah, I knew the way to get the level 1, or the level 2 and the level 3 sword, because you started with level 1, then there was level 2 and level 3, and maybe there was 4 levels, I can't remember, but I remember I was able to get the level 2 and 3 sword within like 3 minutes of starting the game up. Crap! Good thing there's projectile protections here, because these skeletons are OP. I mean, I know I don't wear the best armor, but they really are overpowered. But yeah, I was able to get like the best sword in the game within 3 minutes of starting the game up, and I had a buddy comment on it once. He's like, "You've only been on for 3 minutes and you already have the level 3 sword?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Jesus." And then there was, because I remember it took a lot of luck, because if you got on, I think one of the swords required money, and it was a roulette thing. So I would just run in, go get the level 2 sword. Someone would sometimes drop money to, you know, just do that. I don't know what we're going to do for the rest of the episode now, because there's pretty much no caves left. I mean, I dug down through that one and came out on the other side. I think I'll just dig down in one of the other ones. But yeah, so the other thing it was, after getting the level 2 sword, which was very easy to do, it was hoping that someone would drop money so you could do the roulette thing. It was a slot machine, not a roulette. It was a slot machine, yeah. And do that and all that stuff. But you could... Oh, crap! You are evil! This place is dangerous. I need to light this place up at night. For night. I'm just gonna fill this in. Put dirt on top. This game is mean. That game was mean too, but mainly because of the P2P aspects. Because I don't remember there being any enemies, but I know that there had to have been enemies and whatnot. But you could customize your character. Like, you could change the head and the body and the sword and the shield and various other things. Very fun game. It was where I coined the term the color 7. Like, what's your favorite color? 7, which was red, which isn't my favorite color. My favorite color is purple. But I'll jump down in the hole and dig down there. Where's the hole at? I've lost the hole. So we're just gonna go into a random cave and dig. But that was also a very limited thing. You could buy houses and stuff and whatnot, and you could have quote unquote jobs. I don't know how those jobs really worked. I broke my pick, so I'm just gonna have to use this one. Hopefully haste reaches all the way down here. It does not. But you could buy houses, and you could, like, I don't know what the level of intensity for building a house was, since the best thing I ever owned in the game was a car, because someone dropped enough money for me to buy a car. It was the Cyberghini, which is, you know, a Lamborghini, but for that game. And yeah, but I think one of my buddies owned a room in a house somewhere, so I guess it was pretty much, you just had to know someone who knew someone or something. I don't know. But that game, like I said, I didn't pay to play it, so I didn't get the best things for it, but it was fun. But like I said, very limited. And I think we hit another cave we've already been through. Yep. So let's just dig down here. If I end up on the other side of the mountain, I'm going to be upset again. So there was those games in my past, and I still enjoy playing those games. Well, not Grail, because I haven't played that since middle school, man. I remember going to, like, the football games back then still. Go Terriers, yeah, we were the dogs, man, the dogs. I mean, Terriers, come on. We were going up against schools that were called the Titans. Go Hidden Valley. and the knights and the Spartans and all that stuff. And we were the dogs. Either way, I mean, I had a blast at those. I was that was pretty much the highlight of, you know, like middle school, because you'd go to the high school football games and you would hang out with your friends. And that's a silverfish block right here. That was a great way to spend. That's another one too. A Friday night. And then we would go back and I'd watch them play their pay-to-play accounts. And yeah, but I still do play Animal Crossing. In fact, I'm in the process of getting a 3DS, mainly for Pokemon X and Y. I'm gonna get Y because Y is my favorite letter. I'm very peculiar sometimes, but and I'm gonna get New Leaf as well, because, you know, I need some game to do besides this, because I'm still working on my next LP and I've got it pretty much settled on how to render it, because I had an issue with my Soul Silver Let's Play where the bitrate would go wonky sometimes, even though I had set static bitrate. I guess it just didn't. Guess that why have that option there if it's gonna cut the bitrate down sometimes. I hear spiders, which makes me think there's a cave down below somewhere, so I'm just gonna keep digging down. Sounds like it's this way, so I'm just gonna continue the same path. Where was I? I've gone on such a tangent here. It was how I got into this game. But yeah, all that leads up to the fact that this game came out, and I saw, I can't remember who I was subscribed to that started doing it. But it was a long time ago. Like I said, I've been playing this game for a long time. There's a lot of things down here that can kill me. It's a cavern, so I guess. Oh, there's a villager down there. I don't want to just jump down in. Come on, I can reach. Ah, there we go. Oh crap, there's a skeleton there too. Don't kill me, skeleton. I'm just trying to kill everyone here. I'm gonna dig into the wall here so it can't hit me. Oh, and of course he just walks over here. Alright, now I feel a little bit safer. My aim is terrible. But I think we're set. I think all that's left down there is that wandering Enderman and this zombie, because I didn't see any creepers left. Or any creepers in here. Hey, buddy. Oh, and there's gold. Nice. And 2 Endermen, which I desperately want. Desperately, definitely is what I meant to say. I want to dig back one more. I don't feel safe enough. Come here, buddy. But yeah, I saw someone I was subscribed to playing this game, and that guy just disappeared. I think he fell into lava. And I was like, that game is awesome. It has like 100% customization. You can do literally whatever you want. Oh, I gotta check on this guy. That was a very lucky hit, since something fell on my shoulder and I thought it might be a spider, and I hate spiders. So I freaked out there for a second. Oh, we have a ravine. Or at least, ah! Something that kind of looks like a ravine. I'm going to push you into the lava. Bye, skeleton. But yeah, this game came out, or I saw that this game had come out, and I immediately had to buy it, because it was the perfect game that I've been looking for forever to fill that need to just be as creative as pretty much possible. I mean, I've not seen a game like this. I mean, I've seen similar games come out like this, but this one pretty much just takes the cake. It's super creative, custom, whatever you want to call it, and it just is perfect. And I fell in love with it immediately and haven't stopped playing it. I need to get out of here, and I'm gonna die. I am going to die. And I think I'm gonna call the episode here since I'm 30 minutes in. But yeah, that's the story about how Minecraft came to be. And if I wasn't looking for such a game, I don't think I would have jumped on this one as quickly as I did. So I'm glad that happened. Can I consolidate my torches anyway? Yeah. I don't think I can consolidate anything else. Brought chests along. Let's... Crap. I'm still just gonna cover this up and call the episode here. I need to put some things down. What better place to do it than here, because this is about where the cavern is. Just dump some things in here. So yeah, that's my story about Minecraft. I was always looking for Minecraft, and so when it finally presented itself to me, I had to play it. I had to have it. I had to play it. I'm gonna keep all the important things on me. Had to have it. Had to play it. Now I have it, and now I'm still playing it. And I've seen a lot of iterations go through, and I mean, like I said, I'm not the most creative person, but it'll happen. I'll eventually get more creative. It's made me more creative playing this game, and yeah, there's other games out there that I want to play that are like this, like what is it? Not Terraria. Terraria. I don't like Terraria. It doesn't look interesting to me. Cube World. Cube World does look interesting to me, though. Though it seems the popularity of it has dropped off quite quickly, unless something happened. I don't know if something happened or not, but yeah, that one looks interesting because that adds a RPG element to it as well, and RPG would be very helpful to have this level, to have Minecraft's level of creativity and Cube World's RPG style or something like that. That would be like the perfect game for me. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks for watching. Give me your thoughts on what you thought of this episode, a Talky episode. I might do more of these in the future, especially next time since we're still caving and I don't want to just stop. So yeah, give me your thoughts on, give me your feedback if you like this episode, didn't like it, let me know. And once again, thanks for watching. I will see you guys next time.